G'day folks, this is Eric with another video for today. I wanted to go a different route. I get lots of questions pointed at me in reference to human trafficking, sex trafficking, labor trafficking, and I received this question from a person at Mills and I thought, why not address it today? Here is Mills' question. Human trafficking is often ignored by communities. For many communities, human trafficking has become part of the culture. What can one do with that? Mills, again, thank you so much for that question. And here we go. Point one. Human trafficking has become a really interesting dynamic in today's culture, as the question does suggest. And one of the ways that can be addressed is looking at your local municipalities, your local government, and your local police. Are they doing something to rally around human trafficking? Do you know that they are doing something? Is there legislation that's being done? Is the police working to help combat human trafficking in your city, in your area, in your state? If your local government and local police isn't doing much at all, then that could be a bit of a problem since human trafficking is literally everywhere. When I lived in Canterbury, England, I, as the abolitionist I am, wanted to go in and see, well, what can I do in Canterbury now to help bring awareness? Because I know it's everywhere. So I walked into the local precinct, which is next to the university that I was, and I asked the policewoman at the front, hey, so is there anything that you all do for human trafficking here in Canterbury? She looked at me dead in the face and said, I don't know, I have no idea. So, okay, I was like, great, cool, okay, thank you so much. I will do my best to find something online. So, when I walked in there, maybe expecting them to know something, and when I walked out and was a bit disappointed, I was like, okay, what can I do next? Okay, great. So what I did was what any person does today. I just got on my phone and I Googled, was there any local organization that is bringing awareness to human trafficking in Canterbury? That brings us to point two. Is there a local organization that is bringing awareness to human trafficking? Here in Texas, there's a lot that's happening, and we have a lot of organizations that are here that are doing great work for bringing awareness to human trafficking, raising money, putting out flyers. And so if in fact that there is an organization that's in your area, then contact them, get involved with them. That's another way that you know, a key indicator that work is being done in your community is if there is an organization. The cool thing about Canterbury when I was there, about a month or so later after speaking with the police woman and the news and Googling, I was walking down the high street to get my veggies like I did every Wednesday and Friday, and lo and behold, guess who was there? Two women who was handing out flyers. They were part of a local organization, and they were passing out flyers about bringing awareness to human trafficking. What does human trafficking look like? What does sex trafficking look like? And I was so excited. I was like, yes, thank you. I've been hoping to find something local that was doing something in reference to human trafficking. And so, again, I was super excited. Got some flyers, did some contacting with the locals there. If you can find a local organization that's doing something in your city, in your state, please connect with them. And this brings us to our third point. Thirdly, look at your local school districts, your local universities. Human trafficking is just not about, older people, as you all know. A lot of our trafficked are minors between 13 and 17 years old, especially here in Texas. So therefore, if your local school districts or universities if they are aware that it's happening, and then there is some type of organization or movement that's working immediately with those schools and universities, then that is a plus. If your local school district knows nothing about human trafficking, if your local university is doing nothing at all whatsoever, then that could be a problem, because again, trafficking happens to those who are young. And one of the unique things about trafficking is that it's just not about people being kidnapped or being coerced. What's been determined, especially here in Texas, is that trafficking happens within the home itself. Minors, women being held against their will. Again, they're not being kidnapped, they are being slaves into their own homes. And if a local district, school district, or local university, if they're aware of it, then obviously they are keeping track of students who go to the school or haven't gone to the school for a long time, or they are doing something in reference to ensuring that there is safety with the students that they are teaching. So again, those are the 3 points. So again, check with your local municipality, police, government, state, local. Google, check online to see if there are local nonprofit organizations or even churches who may do something in reference to that. And thirdly, check out the local school districts, universities, because they could be doing more. Now, the one word that people hate using because it feels like an obligation is volunteer. You can volunteer at these local organizations, volunteer your time, volunteer your computer, volunteer your talent, because these local organizations, they're nonprofit, they may not be getting a lot of funding, and they could use your help. So if you have the skills, if you're designing, if you are a writer, see if you can get involved with these local organizations, because they could use your help. And of course, the other way is if you can give money. You can give money to support. It doesn't have to be much. Anything you can give will help bring support and awareness to human trafficking. And the other thing besides volunteering is make yourself wide and big and available. Like this shirt. The shirt says, "I am an abolitionist." If you want your voice to be heard, if you want who you are to bring awareness to modern day slavery, then you can go to my website, you can pick up this shirt at the shop. Again, this shirt is "I am an abolitionist." So if you're walking down the street and people see that, then you can say, "Hey, let me talk to you about what's happening." Don't be afraid to make your voice known. We need voices as loud as possible. I will put the links below. Please subscribe to this channel. Again, you can check me out on Facebook, you can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. Okay? I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.